Hi, this is Mina. Thanks for joining me today. We're gonna make baked potatoes for starters. I've got my oven turned up to 400 degrees. I've triple washed these potatoes, so I've soaked them. Then I used this vegetable brush to scrub them really good once, and then rinsed them, and then did it yet again, because everyone in my family loves to eat the skins. So I season the skins after I wash them. First I take a knife and just poke a few holes on either side, just so the potatoes can breathe, let out steam while they're cooking. Of course, careful not to chop your hand in the process. I'm just gonna drizzle about a teaspoon of olive oil over each potato. I'm actually gonna turn each potato over a few times so that all the bottom, the sides, the ends are at least touching the oil, so once the seasoning lands on it, it's gonna stick to it, okay? So that's what's happening here. Maybe you can see that. Otherwise, as usual, you're just imagining. So here's just a sprinkle. Love black pepper. It's gonna come out a little quicker, so I'm just gonna pour some in my hand, and then I can kind of judge a little sprinkling over each of these potatoes. I could be done with that and then just turn it around in it, but I'm not. I'll add it to the other side, and then this way I know I hit, seasoning everywhere. So it's really quite delicious because I'm not gonna cover these potatoes with any foil, and being in that high heat oven, it's just gonna crisp the skin of. So this is it. These are going in, and that's all I'm gonna do to these potatoes tonight. So 400 degrees, about an hour. While those are cooking, I'll just get started on my vegan chili. So I'm gonna start with an onion, celery, carrots, and garlic. So I always like to chop these in just more manageable pieces. I will wash those. I'm gonna do the same with my onion. Just taking the ends off, the outer layer, quartering it. I'll add it to that bowl as well. That's pretty much gonna start my chili. Let me just wash these off. Okay, so I've washed the carrots, celery, and onion. Just 2 carrots, 2 celery, 1 yellow onion. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat on behind me, and then add these veggies to the chopper. About a tablespoon of olive oil. Okay, let's just give this a chop, shall we? Yep, so here we go. This chili will not take long to make. This is a jalapeno pepper. Just thought I would add that separately along with the garlic. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the seeds in. Let's just add some kick to this chili. So I'll just go ahead and cut that in quarters. Two cloves went in. So there we go. It's about 8 cloves of garlic. I'll just give this jalapeno a rough chop. Okay, so this is looking good. It's smelling great. This is Beyond Meat. I'm gonna rinse it. Then I'm gonna drop it in there, just like that. I had this funky beer. It's a Coors Light. Just gonna deglaze my pot. Look at, I flipped it over and I got that much meat of the Beyond beef to come off, and I'll do the same thing on the other side, and pretty soon it'll be whittled down to nothing. Now I'm gonna put diced tomatoes in there, but I don't really want big chunks of tomato, but I'm just gonna break that down a little bit. I don't wanna turn it totally into a sauce, but just give that a more fine chop. So just a couple of pulses, done. I just have to say this smells incredible. A little more deglazing is in order, so I'm gonna use the rest of this beer. So 1 can. I just happen to have Coors Light. Okay, so this looks amazing. Just take my word for it. I'll use this one. I just want to show you the meat. See, that's it. That's all I have left to break So I can easily just use the edges of this, and the rest of it breaks apart quite nicely. Actually broken down. I'm gonna add the corn and those 2 varieties of beans. My heat's on high. Tomatoes. And then I'm gonna add the other 3 cans, which is 1 of sauce. And then you know I'm gonna add water to this, about a half can of water. And if I really wanna be good about getting all the sauce out of there, I'll use my spatula. And then I'll do the same with these if there's any beans stuck to it. So 2 cans of these chili beans in a medium sauce. So another half can of water. There's another half can from the diced tomatoes. That's it. Nothing better than chili powder to season your chili. I'm gonna do about 3 tablespoons, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Did I say 3? It's 4. It's gonna be 4. That's just what I felt like. That's what happened. I'm only gonna do 1 of cumin because I want more chili powder than cumin. So just a tablespoon of cumin. That looks pretty good. I will give it some onion powder. We got the real deal in there, right? We have real onion, real garlic. So I'm just gonna do a half a teaspoon of garlic powder and a half a teaspoon of onion powder. I'm gonna use some oregano, half a teaspoon of that. Break that up in there. About a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper. I'll do about a half a teaspoon of black pepper. And then I will do a teaspoon of salt. I have a bay leaf here. I'm gonna add, finally, some vegetable broth. And to be honest, that was about a half because I had it in my fridge. So now I'm gonna open another one and use half from it. Just give that a stir. Love this dinner because it's a bring to boil and then let it simmer. All the ingredients in there are cooked. It's just a matter of all the flavors coming together, the chili thickening, some of this water and liquid evaporating. So I've got it on high. I just want to bring it to a boil. The potatoes are in the oven. I'm going to cook them for an hour. About halfway through, I'm going to turn them over. And that's it. This is going to be great. I'm so excited about it. I took the potatoes out of the oven. They look like that. So the outsides are crisp. The insides are, ready to go. I personally do not eat the potato skin, but as I said, my family loves it. So I'm just gonna put one on a plate. And I prepped some green onions. I have some vegan cheddar cheese that I got from Costco. It's called Bio Life. Looks like that, cheddar shreds. I'm gonna give my potato a zigzag cut and then fluff it open. I can just take the ends of the potato and just, okay, that looks amazing. It smells amazing. I just wanna put my chili right on top of that. Here's the chili. I think it's a great consistency. This is a chunk of our Beyond beef. I'm just gonna try it straight up plain. Okay, I'm kind of nervous because, like I said, I'd just rather have veggies. Total consistency of meat. I know my husband's gonna love that because it's just, there's more to it than just, tomatoes and beans and corn. You can see like little bits of carrot in there and celery. This looks really good. And it tastes good, but I'm not done with it. Like, to me, this is great. It's full of flavor, but I'm all about the more, the toppings. So I'm gonna put a generous, probably as much potato as I have. I'll have sour cream. Really? No. Not in front of you. That's in the privacy. After I shut the camera off. Then I actually just put the chili in here. Close. Okay, look, just sprinkle some green onions, some of this cheese. Okay, it just looks, I can't, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. I say yes, yes. will have you tonight for dinner. Doesn't this look great? Check it out. Yum. Haley said I should try it. Holy Haley, check her out. My vegan daughter gave me advice. Mom, try the food always. Tears of joy, tears of joy. Can this night get any better? Chili, The Bachelor. It's like love and potential love and filled with love here. I love this. It's so good. I'll show you one more time. I love the green onion with it. It's great. It's great chili. It would be great on its own. It's going to be awesome tomorrow just to have as chili. And it sure is awesome with this potato. I'll even take a bite of the potato skin. Layla's like, I just fed her, but she's barking because she's like, let me at it. I do. The skin of the potato is crisp. That adds a nice texture to this. I'm giving myself a 10. I hope you enjoy this recipe. I hope you give it a try. See you next time. That's why I don't eat in front of you, because then I won't stop. So I'm gonna wait for my family and eat with them. But thanks for watching.